Hello, DigiFam, it's Prodigious back again with another one of my bouts in round 1 of the Digital Gate tournament that I'm featuring on my channel today. We got Omnimon CS versus
fields are set.
Digi-Police.
The hands are good.
Digital Gate open. Alright, so Digi-Police starts off with a Mishimon, a little missile looking egg. Gonna go into the Riadumon. Alright. Then automatically putting down the memory setter. I guess he didn't want to wait for the tamer to be put underneath the rookie later on. Alright, so Omnimon will have 4 memory to work with. Let's see what he gets. He hatches into a Koromon. Looks like he's trying to figure out what he wants to play from hand here. He's going to Evo into a Gabumon from BT17. The one that says if you have a Matt Ashita on the field when you have your turn start, you draw a card. And looks like he started trying to play an option, but then he realized, oh wait, I don't have the colors. So he's going to play an Agumon rookie. This is the one from BT17 as well that says start your main phase, you can get back a War Gray, Metal Gray, or Omnimon from trash. And then he's going to Evo into the new BT23 Garurumon. Pretty nice since those cards can Evo on top of red or blue. Alright, that passes over to the Digi-Police. They push out. Oh, and they activate the effect, and they're going to put another memory fixer, I forget her name, the Digi-Police cop woman, underneath. So I guess he had 2 of those in hand, or drew into a second one. So now he's going to have the ability to be protected from effects for a turn. Evos into his level 4. I tried to do something different and not have so much glare on this, but there's still glare, so I'm sorry about that. So alright, now he's going to pass a turn by playing the long-named Digi-Police option card that basically lets you go ahead and look at the top 3, add a Digi-Police card, and then put the rest on top of your deck. And then later on, its delay effect says you can pop it to look at the top 3 again, play something with a play cost of 4 or less with Digi-Police from it, and then trash the rest. Also, since he Digivolved, he managed to suspend down the Garurumon, and it can't unsuspend for the turn. And that is now the Omnimon player's turn. He pushes out a Raising. He's going to go ahead and play that Ty and Matt Tamer, the one that says you can suspend this when you Evo into a Greymon or Garurumon named card, and for each one that you have on the field, you gain back a memory. So if you have 1 of each, you can get back 2. So he'll start having that card draw later on from the Gabumon. Back to Digi-Police, they hatch. Alright, they're going to just hard play a Commandramon. And they're going to pop that option card, go ahead and look at the top 3. Find something with a play cost 4 or less to go ahead and just play out. Alright, they play out the Sildramon, and it has an on-play effect that says you can return up to 3 cards with Digi-Police in their names or types, and put them back on top of your deck to give it rush. So, interesting combination there. He was able to put stuff in trash and he immediately put everything back. Alright, he's going to swing. He still has that Tamer underneath it, giving it Alliance and Reboot. He's going to tap the Commandramon he just now played to give himself a DP boost and swing for 2 checks. Oh, nope, he's just using it for actually to swing into the Garurumon and get that thing out of here. And then he'll swing for a security check with the Commandramon that got Rush. So he's already managed to do a little bit of both field control and security damage. Digi-Police is pretty strong when they get the right stuff going. Alright, now pass turn by evoing into a high Commandramon on top of that Commandramon. And then reboot to unsuspend. Omnimon's turn, he hatches. The Gabumon sees the tie and mat, draws a card. Evo's in raising into another Gabumon, the same one. Then he's going to play the option card, Miraculous Mega Knight, which will let him play a Agumon or Gabumon from hand or trash. And then go to the battle area that says if you're level 6 Wargray or Metal Guru were to be messed with, you can automatically DNA. Hard plays that Agumon from it, and then immediately evos it into another Garurumon for the card draw. Back over to Digi-Police player. They hatch. They are unsuspending. Alright, let's see what they do. Alright, they're going to play another one of those option cards from Digi-Police, so he'll get to look at the top 3 again. 2 level 5s that have a play cost of 7 and only 1 rookie, so he's only going to get one thing out of that. And then he puts the rest back on top. Alright, gonna swing with that Sildramon. Oh, it hits a Nokia, so, now if anything, the Omnimon deck is now live for some DNA shenanigans. He could Evo, but then that would pass turn without getting any more hits in. Oh, looks like he's going to go that route then. So yes, he's going to go ahead and Evo into the level 5. At least he does have a blocker on board thanks to that. A decent sized blocker at that too. Okay, Omni player pushes out. Now he's going to get the effects of both Gabumon since he have a dual tamer out that has Tai in the name, or Mat in the name. And he gets to draw 2 more cards. So he could... Oh, he's actually going to Evo the Gabumon into a Greymon. So he may just be doing some more digging, trying to find some pieces. He's got pretty much everything, so he might be just looking for that one specific piece in hand. Alright, so he'll go ahead and swing with jamming into security. But he's going to go ahead and block with the Hisuiumon. Now, if he actually had his level 6 in hand, while blocking, he can Digivolve, since he still has that Mind Link Tamer with Digi-Police in the traits in there, but I guess he doesn't. So the Gabumon will go ahead and make a quick hit into security, and that will trigger it dying, but also getting both Digi-Eggs to activate and give you some more card draw. Alright, so not too much else he can probably do at the moment, unless he's finally found all his pieces. Alright, so he's going to go ahead and activate the Greymon to go ahead and just tuck it as a bottom source in order to play a Gabumon. Oh, he's taking a moment to read the card just to make certain. Okay, so he does play another Gabumon. This one's going to be the one that has the on play. You can grab something that mentions Omnimon in its text and a CS trait. Alright, so he grabs the pieces. He must really love the Gabumons. He's playing another Gabumon, just hard playing it. This is going to be another one that just says if I have a mat on board, I can draw an extra card. So he is still digging. He must not see all the pieces he needs quite yet. Maybe he has the Omnimons and just can't find the right wire groove, metal grower. Digi-Police goes, nothing in the breeding area going on. It evos into a, forget the name, it's the helicopter looking one. Activate its when Digi-Evolving effect. Or actually no, looks like he might have a minor misplay here. They are not activating the Wind Digi-Evolving effect of that. Oh, instead they're activating the option card. It's delay effect. Okay. Oh, the card does just read you can play something with Digi-Police with a play cost of ever so much, so you're able to play a tamer off of that. Oh, I think he just now realized he missed doing the Wind Digi-Evolving effect, so he'll go ahead and just do that now. It's not actually different from the option card, so just a slight misplay, but still managing to get the triggers. So it still comes out the same way. He goes ahead and uses it to get a body out. And that body manages to on play suspend a Gabu. And then he'll use his Sildramon to go ahead and go into it. Man, that Sildramon's just killing a lot of bodies. Is this Ghost Games or what? Okay. So now he's going to go ahead and suspend his Saryumon along with the body he just now got. Tapping it for Alliance. But, ooh, it still hits a bigger body in the security in the form of an Omnimon, so it still dies along with that Tamer that was underneath it for the entirety it was there. But hey, he did manage to get his security down to only one card, so just to play it safe, he's going to go ahead and Digivolve that Copter into the, I forget the name, it's the other Digi-Police Mega Form, the one that looks somewhat like a War Greymon Digi-Police variant. I forget the name. In a turn effect for it, he's going to go ahead and just play out something of 7 cost from the top 3 cards, and then trash the rest. But it looks like he may have forgot to use its When Digivolving effect to pop bodies. Otherwise, he would have been able to just straight up pop the other 2 Gabumons that's on the field, I believe, or at least one of them. Okay, so slight misplay on the Digi-Police deck, but he did manage to kind of catch it and do it back to back in terms of its order, so still comes up the same, but then he misses the Wind Digivolving effect on that guy. Omnimon's turn. He plays out another tie, and Matt. So question is, does he have everything he needs now? Because he is way behind. I think he's only managed to do like 1 chip damage to the Digi-Police. Yeah, he's still got 4 damage there. So yeah, only 1 versus his 1 shield remaining. So it might just simply be a matter of him needing to have the right bodies on board. Oh, there we go. He's finally got a Agumon that he's hard playing. That's going to allow him to get back something that has Omnimon in its text, I believe. Or is it Omnimon in its text or Metal Greymon or Garurumon? Okay, yeah, that's what it is. Okay. Alright, so now he's going to finally go ahead and use the new War Greymon to Evo on top of that Agumon since he has Nokia. And then he's going to proceed to use its effect to Evo the Gabumon into a Metal Garuru. It's not the one that is also from the CS set, though. And then in the turn, he's going to DNA into the CS Omnimon. It looks like he forgot to go ahead and trigger the tie and mat, but it wouldn't make too much of a difference. He'd still have a memory fixer to contend with. Alright, so the CS one, when Digivolving, is going to... What's it do? Oh, okay, it doesn't just pop a body automatically. It does something else. So he actually gets to go ahead and when Digivolving, take as many of the opponent's Digimon equal to how many same level sources you have in Omnimon and just bottom deck them. So that's going to clear at least 2 bodies. And then he's going to swing, and then that'll finally clear another body. So, alright, he managed to come from behind on that one. So he's going to trash the security, thanks to the Metal Greymon. And then do an actual security check. And then he should unsuspend. Let's see if he actually catches it. He pushes out a raising on the Digi-Police side. So yeah, 2 bodies versus his 1 security and no blockers. That's probably the only real unfortunate thing here is there's no way to actually give that Omni CS a block. So he's going to go ahead and hard play another Sealdramon and just put some stuff back on top of the deck to give him rush. So kind of insult to injury here, but the Digi-Police deck has now got 3 bodies versus his 1 security. He'll go ahead and even Evo his push from raising thing into level 4, being right at 0. And then he'll go ahead and just swing with the Sealdramon. Let's see what he hits. It's a Greymon. That will kill the Sealdramon. But then he'll just swing with the other body, and that is game 1. Alright. And the Digi-Police deck is going second. It looks like the Omni deck went ahead and just Evo'd into a Gabumon and hard played another time mat. Digi-Police starts off with a rough hand. They hatch, but no rookie. Play a Tamer, not the memory fixer, but the other Digi-Police, and then go straight into a high Commandramon hard play. That's gotta be rough. So now the Omni player goes. They just hard played a Gabumon to try and do some digging after pushing out of raising. So they at least got the card draw. Alright, they're going to go ahead and just Evo into a Garurumon on top of that freshly played Gabumon, just to get some more card draw. Digi-Police turn, they gain 1 memory from the, I forget her name, I can't make it out, but it's the Digi-Police woman that has the weird thing for Numamons. And then we'll go ahead and see an Evo on the High Commandramon into the Copter. Again, forget its name. Automatically remembering its Digivolving effect right off the bat. Looking at the top 3 and trying to play something. It plays a Commandramon. Rest is trashed. Again, got some glare going on there. I thought I fixed that. It's not as bad as it used to be, though. He'll go ahead and Evo that freshly played Commandramon into a Genryumon. Suspend the Garuru. And then it goes over to the Omni player. Omni will go ahead and use the Garuru's effect to go ahead and put it at the bottom of the sources to play out a Nokia for a reduced cost. Alright, so now he has at least a Tiamat and a Nokia. Let's hope the Omnimon player can actually show us some Omnimon action a lot sooner than it did in the last game on camera. I will say on the game that happened that did not get on camera, the Omni deck did actually come back with a vengeance. It went into both Omnimons. I truly regret not being able to get it on camera. Okay, so we got the Copter going into the Digi-Police Mega Form. He looks like he remembers the Wind Digivolving effect on it now as well, to go ahead and just pop those lower bodies. And then end of turn effect, he's going to look at the top 3 cards and try and play something with a 7 cost, and that gets him another Copter. And then that Copter is going to get its on play Wind Digivolving of doing the same thing, looking at top 3 and playing a body of at least 4 cost or lower. He's going to go with the High Commandramon again. Alright, so Digi-Police managed to get a couple more bodies on there pretty early. So he's got quite the force built up. Omni goes next. Hatches, raises into a Agumon. This is from BT17. See, the game is still relatively fresh. No one's really hit anybody's security quite yet. They're just too busy kind of choking each other or trying to play their cards to gather resources. So Omni plays another Gabumon from BT23 to do some more digging, to grab something with Omnimon in text and a CS trait. So yeah, the Omni deck is definitely doing some more digging, trying to get some more pieces. And he decides to go ahead and just pass a turn. And then the Digi-Police will gain a memory from its tamer at least, for there being a body on board. They hatch and raise into a Ryumon. They're going to go ahead and just hard play another Sealdramon. They don't have anything in trash to return to the top of the deck, I don't think, do they? Oh, no, actually they do. They do have stuff. Okay. That's why I didn't see it, because they actually picked up their trash to see what they have. Okay. So, yes, they gave it Rush. Alright, so now they have 5 bodies on board that can all swing this turn. So that's pretty strong. Let's see how it goes here. So they swing with a High Commandramon, do its one attacking effect. See if they can get a body. Oh, yep, they can get a card. It does say Digi-Police, so it does work. Oh, but it does hit an Omnimon in the security, so it does die. Alright. Well, lesson learned from that, he's going to go ahead and start using those Mind Link Tamers to go ahead and put some stuff underneath them. Give one to the Seryumon and one to the Copter, so you can get them both jamming. Proceeds to swing with the other's Rush body. It dies to security as well. He's going to go ahead and swing with his Mega, and that unfortunately hits a Metal Garurumon in security, but it looks like he's trying to decide if he wants to save it or not thanks to its inheritables. Yep, he does decide to save it, sacrificing his level 5. I would have probably sacrificed level 4, but I guess he wants to try and have options to dig into something else. And then swings to level 4, doesn't die to security. And then to pass turn, he just plays a Commandermon that has the on play of looking at top 3 and grabbing something with the D Brigade or Digi-Police trait. He will grab a Commandermon, so I guess he's looking for rookies. I guess he doesn't want to have any more problems like he did when he first started out this game. Alright, so now over to the Omni player. They'll push out a Raising with their Agumon. So they have both an Agu and a Gabu on board. Digi-Police will reboot, thanks to those Mind Link Tamers at least. Or Tamer, the other one died with it. I guess he forgot about that when he decided to sacrifice level 5. Oh, and yep, we got the classic move of evoing one of the bodies for a cost of 6, since we have a Nokia, and then playing the other one, and then deleting or tucking something. And then in a turn, DNA into an Omni Ace. And then thanks to the tie and mat, even though if turns passed over, swing with it. So trash security, and then an actual security check. And then it will unsuspend. Let's see, does it do anything else when it actually digivolves? I think it gets to pop a body of a certain level choice, and he's chosen the Megaform to do with that. So, kind of out of sequence, it should have done the wind digivolving effect first, then do the swing, but it still works out the same. Alright, so Digi-Police pushes out a Raising their Ryudomon. So it looked like that the Digi-Police had it in the bag, but then Omni came back out of nowhere. Just like what happened in Game 2. I still wish I could have gotten that on video. But anyway. I guess I need to just clear out my camera more often. Alright, so let's see. What are they going to do? So they Evo their Hisaryumon. They're going to swing with it. And because it does have a Digi-Police trait Tamer mind linked with it when it suspends, he gets to Evo for free into Oryumon. And that will trigger its effects to potentially let you suspend the opponent's things, but it's based off of that card's play cost, and Omni is a 15 versus your 12, so it will not be able to suspend the opponent's Digimon. And Omni will just block. So I guess he realized that part just a little too late. Alright, so the only thing he's going to do is go ahead and just hard play a different dimension option card. I believe it's called D-Dimension something. It de-digivolves 1 on up to 3 targets. There's only 1, but that's all he needs, so that way he can get the overflow and it not be as bad. Alright, so now the Omni deck is down to just a simple War Greymon that does have a Metal Garurumon in its inheritables. But it's not an Omni. They got 3 memory to work with. Let's see what they can manage to do. Because they started to have a comeback. So it looks like both decks are kind of just hard pressed to try and make a recovery. So it's going to be who can make a recovery and have some stuff going on first. Now see, the Omni deck could go ahead and just swing with the War Greymon if nothing else. But they might be wanting to try and keep that body on board just for an Omni play, which I can kind of understand. It's one of those things where you have to weigh the options. Oh, they're going to go ahead and just hard play the BT-17 version of Metal Garuru. So it'll cost quite a bit. I forget how much it actually says it reduces its cost by. And then he'll activate the Ty and Mats to gain back some memory from that. And then in a turn effect, Digivolve back into Omni. And they also managed to hard play another Agumon, or not a Gabumon, thanks to the dual-colored option card Miraculous Mega Knight. And I think they have forgotten Omnimon's when Digivolving effect, because that Ryutamon would be gone right now, because it's the only thing the opponent has. So, kind of misplay there. Yeah, so technically that thing will be gone. But the Omnimon did manage to go ahead and still get some swings in and trash security and hit for security. Alright, so they managed to Evo the Ryutamon that shouldn't be there. Hard played a couple of bodies. Evo'd and raising. They're hard playing a Sildramon after hard playing a Commandermon, just to try and put some stuff back on top of the deck and have a rush body. But right now they only have one blocker and one security. So yep, it looks like in the end the Omnimon deck may have just won this game or match. It won the last game too, but still upset about that. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. So last security card is an Tamer, which gets put to the trash, but I think he sees the writing on the wall because it will just unsuspend and attack again. So yep, that is it. Alright, so yep, in the end, the winning deck, even though I don't have all three matches on here, the winning deck of that round is Omni CS. Alright, so again, I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you like my content and want to see more, please make sure you subscribe, like, and comment down below. And you can look forward to more coming in the Digital Gate tournament. Until then, I will see you next time.